not have realized that I'm not part of the club. A lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. Podcast tour. The important thing is, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. Some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. It's going to be a crazy summer. It's going to be fun.
The Black Bougie Elite are going to be mad at Ice Cube and are mad at Ice Cube because he decided to speak to Tucker Carlson, the one they deemed as the ringleader, the grand wizard of white supremacy. See, Ice Cube has been shunned from the Black Bougie Elite.
Of all interviews, I mean, you could do an interview with anyone. You're doing an interview with me. Obviously, you're going to take abuse for doing that. Like, why would you do that?
Because I think it's silly not to talk to people. I think whether we agree or not,
right?
That has nothing to do with it. It's like, this is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Let's debate. And I've been shut out.
Wait, that sounds like...
And that's so funny. You would think that we should celebrate a free-thinking black man, but not in America, not when most black people are beholden to a liberal ideology and the Democratic Party. A free-thinking black man can't sit down and talk with Tucker Carlson.
Right-wing extremism and whataboutism.
But I've been shut out. Some platforms will not have me on.
Why?
They don't like that I'm, an independent thinker. I'm not part of the herd.
I feel you, Cube. I'm not part of the herd either, brother.
I'm not part of the go along to get along gang, so to speak. So, I'm an outsider. And so, I'm not part of the club. So I have to go places for one, that I'm welcome,
yeah,
and where I can voice my opinion without somebody, saying I'm a bad person and that they never want to have me on their platform again.
What platforms have banned you?
I've been, I tried to go on The View. They didn't have me on The View.
Why?
Well, a few of the guests just really didn't like where I was coming from. So, or a few of the hosts, I mean.
I wonder which host that was on The View, or which hosts they were. I think their names begin with a W and an S. Just saying. And maybe even the one with the J. She might be the one that actually was pushing it. Those white liberal women love to tell black people how to think.
So that's what I was told by the producers. I don't know if the producers was just copping out and using some of the hosts to not have me come on and explain myself, but...
You'd be a good booking for them.
I've been on there before.
Yeah.
It's just when I've became an independent thinker, when I've, I'm not, I don't follow their brand of politics, I guess.
That's exactly what it is. Whenever a black person, especially a black man, when a black man starts to think for himself and throws off the shackles, yeah, I said it, throws off the shackles of the liberal, matriarchy, democratic mindset, that victim mindset, that person is immediately shunned from the herd. That person is cold, if you will. It takes a lot of boldness and courage for Cube to talk to Tucker Carlson.
But if you can't think for yourself, then you're not really free, are you?
No, you're not.
Exactly. These people walk around, I want freedom, I want freedom. You're not free because you're locked up in your mind. See, people love to say, if you know the truth will set you free. No, Jesus didn't say that. He said, if you continue in my word, then you'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The Bible talks about where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty. These people who claim to be Christians who are black don't have freedom because the Spirit of the Lord is not there. Their minds are in bondage. Their minds are blinded by the God of this world and by this Marxist communist ideology. That's why they're, quote unquote, oppressed. Man, nobody's oppressed in America. You're oppressing your mind, brother.
Do you think it's political, or do you think it's deeper than that? I mean, you're not like a right winger.
No.
No. You don't even seem that political.
No, I'm not really. I'm pretty much, just want to do right by the people, So that comes through political means, that comes through the private sector. Wherever it comes, I'm down to work with whoever's down to do something right for the people.
So I remember reading you say something along the lines of, I didn't vote for Trump, I'm not a Trump voter. You actually attacked Trump at one point, but you were willing to meet with Trump. Do you think that crossed the line?
I think some people didn't like that.
That's exactly what crossed the line. Whenever you espouse any positivity towards the former president, that crosses the line in Black America. That's that line of demarcation. That's like going from South Korea to North Korea. If you say anything positive about President Trump or MAGA, you're done in the Black community. Trust me, I know.
But I think it's idiotic. Enemies meet.
Right.
They talk. I'm pretty sure there's some communication between Russia and the Ukraine right now. Somebody's on the phone talking to somebody, trying to come up with a solution. So we just got to talk. That's the only way we're going to work this out. I know when the talking stops, the fighting starts.
That's right, Cube. Too many people are afraid to talk to one another. That's a problem in America. We get isolated in our silos and we yell at each other instead of talking and having dialogue.
A lot of people, they, think I'm a Republican. I'm a right-winger. Just because I was willing to speak to the Trump administration, and I was willing to speak with the Biden administration as well.
Have you?
One guy in the administration, but it didn't go anywhere.
Exactly. It wasn't going to go anywhere. Trump was willing and met with Ice Cube to talk about his plan for Black America. President Biden, just like all Democrats, they give it lip service because to Democrats, they only want Black people for their vote. They don't want to put policy in place to elevate the Black community, to get the decades-long policies of poverty and degradation that they put on the Black community, to remove that because it keeps them in power. It keeps them in a place that Black people are beholden to them. And see, they're not going to give that up, okay? No matter what. So I'm talking to Black people now. Wake up. These Democrats are not going to do anything for you because they start doing stuff for you. Then you start to walk on your own and you no longer need that tethering. See, they want to keep you tethered. Like, no, you can't go. You can only go this far. It's so oppressive in America. America is systemically racist. You can only go this far. No, you can't go that far because America has a foundation that's based on slavery. Please. They say that stuff to keep you in mental bondage. Break out. But I will say the main reason why people are upset with Q, besides that, is because he decided not to take those shots. If you listen here.
You had a direct order to take it. You were told to take it.
Yeah, I'm not real good with direct orders, but on a whole nother note,
but it was a command. I'm sorry, they told you. They couldn't have been clearer about it.
Yeah, it was pretty clear. Did you take it?
Of course not.
Yeah, no. It wasn't ready, it was 6 month, kind of rush job. And I didn't feel safe.
But they told you you were safe.
I know what they said. I know what they said. And I heard them loud and clear. But it's not their decision. There's no repercussions if they're wrong. But I get all the repercussions if they're wrong.
Was it a tough call for you?
No, it wasn't a tough call. I wanted to be an example for my kids. Really make sure they didn't take it either. Show them that I wanted to stand on my convictions and that I was willing, to lose $9 million and more because we've probably lost more, since then.
The idea is that people who stand on their convictions are heroes. They're brave. They have principles. They're the people we look to for inspiration. But in this case, with this decision and these principles, you were not hailed as a hero.
No.
You were attacked.
Why won't you get the vaccine, man? Hey, look, man, I'd just rather be myself than take that vaccine like you other 3 billion bozos.
See, that's the thing. If you look at this headline from The Root, Ice Cube took Tucker Carlson for a ride through the hood, and we're just as shocked as you are. The rapper also explained his anti-vax stance to the former Fox News host. Today is not a good day. Just look at this article, attacking Ice Cube for having the audacity to speak with Tucker Carlson. That is what is awaiting you when you decide to think for yourself as a black man. When you decide to walk out, step out on faith, if you will, and trust God as your North Star, trust God as your guiding light, trust the Holy Spirit to lead and guide you, you will be led away from the policies of the Democratic Party. You will be led away from this secular Marxist progressive culture. You will be led away from that secular Marxist progressive culture because the Spirit of God will push you away. I'm not saying he'll push you to the Republican Party. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you'll be pushed to truth. And when you vote based on that, and when you make statements based on that, and when you think based on that, you'll go contrary to this culture and contrary to the message that the liberals and the politicians and the entertainers and all the people in this culture want black people to think that they are victims. We are not victims. We're not victims. We're empowered for greatness.